Hey everybody, Rick here. I'm back out here at these hoodoo trails as they call them. I know that's a strange name, but that's what these people, whoever has got this in charge of it, named it hoodoo, Hoodoo. So I'm out here. I'm going to take another trail this morning. Yesterday didn't go well. I had my settings all messed up. My ISO was way off. My white balance was way off. So when I got home yesterday evening, I tried to reset those settings, and it looks a lot better today. You can actually see something other than just looks like everything's white. But at any rate, I'm going to come out here and take another trail. It's a nice day today, really nice, just like a carbon copy of yesterday. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to take another trail and so we can come up with. I had some pretty nice um, scenery yesterday, so we're going to see what we can find today. I got 5 videos out of that yesterday. Haven't got them all uploaded yet. I think I've got 4 uploaded. 3 or 4, I can't remember. But I plan on uploading the rest of them later on, But I think for right now, I'm going to turn you around and we're going to take a little walk. So if you're not busy, well, come on along and join me. Okay, here we go. We're going to walk over this way. I've actually got my camera on a tripod instead of that frame-like thing that I've been using. I was going to take this windsock off today, or windscreen they call it off today, but it's pretty windy today, so I think I better leave it on. But we're going to come up here, we're going to start this way today. Yesterday, I took that trail way over there yesterday. So I think today we're going to go this way. And that lens kept blowing in the breeze. I'll try to hold on to it. I'm going to show you what this is. This is the hoodoo loop. This is one of the loops. There's like 3 of these. And there again, this is a pretty nice trail. It really is. So we're going to go along here and see what we can come up with here. This is really pretty out here, even though we are just almost right across from the high school out here. But still, it's still real nice. Let me kind of swing you around here and just let you see where I'm at here. I just started the trail. And that's just where I came from. So we're gonna keep on going here. It's so shady here that this ground is still kind of muddy, even though it's not rained now for several days. It's just real shady in through here, as you can tell. It really is. So we're going to go on. Hopefully it'll be a better day today. Yesterday, it went real well, except for right at the very last, and it just kind of fell apart on me. Of course, I didn't have my settings set correctly, and that didn't help matters any. But I thought today I'd try my tripod on this new camera instead of using that frame. I can also just use the regular handle. It's got a built-in strap, and you can use it that way. So there's any number of ways that you can use this camera, just whatever you prefer. So now we're kind of getting out in a little clearing here. There's Viking Boulevard right there, and that is the grounds area for the high school. So we're just, like I said, we're just literally right, just almost across the street from the high school. So we're going to walk on. I like using this tripod. I think you got more control. The frame's okay. It works real good too. But I like the tripod. It works really good. So we're going to try to take our time. We're not in a hurry this morning. We're just going to kind of walk our way on around here and see where this trail takes us. I got it here today because we might be in for some rain from Thursday till Tuesday. They're saying chances of rain. So I thought I'd get here and enjoy today. I mean, the percentages aren't real bad at days. I mean, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 50. But there's at least a chance for rain the next several days. Oh, this is really cool down here. I like this. This is really nice. You just got all these pine trees. And I mean, there's a bunch of them. Just kind of get down in here. It's just kind of like a little tunnel. It's like a tunnel of pine trees. That's interesting. Looks like there's those, I know you may not be able to see them too well. They're like shingles, like for roofing, but they're made out of that, oh, I don't know what material. That's like a pottery type material. But anyway, that's different. Okay, so we're going to go on. I got me some new batteries ordered. It come with 2 batteries, but ordered me 2 more. I've been learning how to configure this camera so much it kind of wears the battery down. But I'm getting more and more familiar with the settings, and I've only had the camera several days. It's just really not that complicated, but it's just getting to know how everything looks. Like, it just looks a lot better today. I went in and reconfigured my ISO setting and my white balance setting. You can't have too much white balance. And you can't have too much on your ISO, because what it does, it just messes up it makes everything look like a kind of white sheen. And that's no good. Yeah, we got a little bit of a little gap here, looking out across the field over there. Oh, there's a pretty big rock back in there. See if I can kind of zoom in on that. See that pretty good sized rock just tucked back in there amongst the pine trees. But anyway, and also notice I jingled quite a bit yesterday. My keys and the lens cap was all flapping everywhere. So I got a hold of the lens cap, and hopefully it won't be so rattly today. Well, now we're going to come out to some clearings, a little bit of a clearing area here. Like I said, this is all new. I have never, other than yesterday was my first day out here, so it's still a learning experience. It is really nice out here. It's peaceful, it's quiet. I mean, other than just, normal background noise, cars and mowers, but other than that, it's pretty nice down here. We go on quite a few nature walks. Like I said in an earlier video, we go to Chaplin Nature Center. That is west of Ark City. And of course we go to our Timber Creek Nature Center, which is part of Island Park. We like to go there also, as well. The cool thing about Chaplin is you can walk down to the river. It makes a nice little walk. A lot of brush laying around. I bet they cleared out a lot of this. Now this is interesting. There's a metal frame that looks like it might have held a sign or something. Okay, now see, that might be a path there, and then again it may not be. I don't know. But we're going to stick on this. We're going to keep going on this particular trail. I tell you, so far I like this new camera. It's got the external mic. It's got a they call it a windscreen. What it's for is, of course, if you've got a lot of wind, it's supposed to cut out that wind noise. I'm kind of down in this area and not much wind down in here. It's pretty quiet. So far I've lucked out. Yesterday and today there was nobody down here. I was the only one down here. I don't think a lot of people know about it yet. I was not aware of it, found out by accident. And I told the wife, I said, well, you know, I've heard that there's a new walking trail here in town. So, eventually found it. Oh, sorry, I tripped again. I'm always tripping over a rock, it seems like. This is much better, much, much better. This is coming out much better. You can see the difference in the trees, the colors of the trees. I tell you what I kind of learned to do is, these all have a default setting, and if you're not real sure about how to set some of these settings, what I would do, I just go back to default. Now, when you do that, you may have to kind of tweak it a little bit. You know, I mean, there may be some things you want changed. But once you get it set, what I normally do is, if it turns out real good, I just leave it alone. I don't usually mess with it after that. Of course, you got to make sure that if you want your time and date set, then you have to do that, reset your time and date and all that. This has military time, so I've got it set for military time. Now we're walking alongside a hill, and I'll tell you what, that's a pretty steep hill. There's a couple of pine trees up there. Wow, that's way up there. And of course, that's just where we came from, off that direction. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to get those batteries in, see if they're going to work okay in the camp. They should, hopefully anyway. They'll give me 4 batteries instead of 2. And they come with their own chargers, so that's good. These batteries charge in the camera itself, so I'm not quite sure about that part yet. Now look at this, here you go. This poor tree's just literally bent over. Ha! Probably a windstorm or some such thing. Tell you what, when you go on these walking trails though, it's a good idea to keep your bearings so you know where you're at. Looks like some farm equipment over there. I know, probably can't see it through the trees. Looks like there's some either farm equipment or there's something over there. I can't quite make it out. But we're going to go on. Going to go uphill here. I'm going to try not to trip over everything if I possibly can. Okay, here we go. And also, you know, when you're doing this sort of thing, you got to remember to hold your camera level and steady as possible. This does have anti-shake on it, stabilization and all that on it. Now here, Now this is interesting. This is actually a road of some sort. Might have been a road at one time, but it might be a service road. I don't know. Okay. Well, we're going to go on this way. And you know, it's like anything, you know, the more if you use your Zoom a lot, you're going to use your battery. You know, if you do a lot of adjusting, you're going to use your battery up as well. Yep, a lot of trees, a lot of pine trees down in here. There's that cell phone tower again. I don't know how many times I walked past that yesterday. It was a bunch. And then again, it's just really nice to get out. I may just let you listen to the sounds of nature once in a while. I don't know, I feel more comfortable today than I did yesterday. I'm just not real accustomed to not knowing where I'm at or where I'm going. Like I said, most of the walking trails around here I've walked many times in many years. And then they come up with this, and it's kind of nice to do some new exploring. I don't know, I may take this. They call it a windscreen. I may take this windscreen off my phone. I'm sorry. Take the windscreen off of the mic. Yep. Now we're going back down again. And you know, in all the years I've walked these nature trails, walking trails, hiking trails, whatever you choose to call them, I really not run across very much in the way of wildlife. Now there's a whole menagerie of rocks. And there's some flowers over there. Looks like we're getting ready to go into a tunnel of trees. A tunnel of trees. That's what it looks like. Anyway, I was talking about the wildlife. I've seen a few over the years. Now there's some rock that looks like it's been painted. Oh, wow. I mean, like deer. I've seen deer. I've seen a groundhog once at our nature trails by Island Park, and it was a big thing. Pretty good sized groundhog, but I didn't bother it. I just kept walking, and it just walked on the other way like I wasn't even there, which was a good thing. I don't know if they actually attack or would attack or not. Probably not. You'd have to do something really bad to provoke them. You know what I'm saying. But I mean, as far as anything dangerous like snakes, I've never seen a snake. Not once, not ever. No, I've never seen a snake. I've seen a fox once. But like I said, it didn't bother me and I didn't bother it. A lot of these animals, they don't want to be bothered, you know, and they're probably just as scared of you or you as you are of them, you know. But I've always been really fortunate as far as anything like that. I'm trying to remember to hold my camera up steady and straight. Yeah. Well, so far so good. There's a flower all by itself out here. Oh, here's some more over here. Same kind of flower it looks like. Okay, now it looks like we're going to maybe kind of double back here a little bit. This looks like it might be another old road. Maybe it's not even used anymore. May not be used anymore. It's hard to tell. I don't know if the property owners use it to maintain this or what. I don't know. I'm not sure who owns all this. I don't think it's a city. I don't believe it's a city. I think it's owned privately owned by maybe the college or something owns it. I'm just not real sure about that. And here's a little area here that just kind of Oh, there's the sun again coming out for a little bit. Another tunnel of trees. Another thing that comes in real handy when you're walking these nature trails is to learn to identify different kinds of landscape. Now look at this. Now see, we've seen 2 or 3 of these yesterday. Same thing. I know I saw at least 2 of these yesterday. And that's interesting. And there's a couple of big boulders or rocks or whatever you might want to call them sitting here. Okay. Well, now we're actually on the road. Or whatever this may have been. It does look like it might have been a road at one time. Now, I've not left the trail, not to my knowledge. So I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going right back the way, because there's that, see what I'm saying about landscape? Recognize your surroundings. There's that tree that's bent over. So that was the trail that we were just on, right there. We just made a loop. That's what these are. These trails are loops. So if you stay on the main trail, it should just go right back around again. It should. However, that did not happen yesterday. Like I said, it didn't really end well. Sorry, I had to blow off a bug. Now, way off in the distance, I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this, is our water tower. Just the very tippy top of the water tower. See if I can zoom in here. There it is. You can barely see it, but there it is right over there. And guys, I'll tell you what. This is for the men out there. You and your wife or your girlfriend, you're out on a road trip or you're headed for a particular destination and you get turned around a little bit. You never, ever, ever admit to being lost. Ever. Never admit to being lost. What you do is you say that you are directionally challenged, but you are never lost. Of course, with GPS nowadays, that's really hard to do anymore. But I'll tell you what, I found out one thing about GPS. We just bought us a new one here a few weeks ago. It's really nice. It is really nice. If it says to turn somewhere and it doesn't sound right or doesn't feel right, trust me, go ahead and turn where it says to turn. It's going to be taking you maybe on a shortcut that you're not aware of, or like we like to avoid the tolls. So sometimes you kind of go out of your way a little bit. But when we travel, we always take, not necessarily the back roads, but we don't take the toll roads either. I know my wife gives me a hard time all the time about getting turned around or whatever. And I just say, honey, I am not lost. You just don't ever admit to that. Oh, now looky here. Okay. Now this is different. Now look at this. Okay. I'll tell you what we've come up on. This is actually one of the workshops of the college. That's exactly where we're at. Big old bales of hay. There's the workshop of the college. And there's the high school over there. It's actually middle school, high school combined. Now this was a nice path. This was really nice. Oh, they're doing something over there. I'm not sure what they're doing. They got a tent set up. Oh, I know what that's for. They have a, let me see if I can zoom in. They have a summer meal program. And boy, that glare is bad. I think I'm seeing it now. They have a summer meal program, and they give out breakfast and lunch sacks. That's what that is. That's what they're doing. Now see this, let's walk over this way. This is what we were looking at. Oh, I know what these are. That's just for decoration. Those are decorative. I've got some of these at home. They're not red, but they look very similar to that. And then here's these are like stepping stones. Okay. All right, I know what all this is about. This is where Southwestern College puts their brick and rocks, and I'll show you something else too here in a minute. See, there's some more rocks over there. And some purple painted lumber that they use for something. There's some bricks. And boy, we're just finding a whole bevy of things. Here's some old trash cans. Wow, look at this. Okay. What does this say? 1947. Okay, let me get over here and see what this says. Tires. Some old tires. $1947. Oh, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. What it's supposed to say is 1947 Sonner Stadium. That's what that is. There's an old swing over there. There's some old blocks. Some more decorative stones right there. I'll be. Huh. That's different. Just some artifacts left over for whatever reason. I'm going to kind of get back through here again. They've even got a pile of dirt, maybe sand. I think that's supposed to be sand. A pile of sand. And there's a closer up view of the high school over there. Okay. Wow. Now this is what we saw earlier. Well, you couldn't see it through the trees. This just looks like equipment of some sort. Okay. It looks like a lawn mowing deck. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Kind of back in here a little bit. A bunch of, looks like maybe gallon, 2 gallon maybe pails. Maybe 5. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Now, this has been much better than yesterday. Yeah, this is a work area for Southwestern College, so I bet you that this land is owned by Southwestern College. They maintain it and everything too, as well. Okay, so we're going to swing around here. And we should end up right where we started. They're pretty close to it anyway. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Gentlemen, stopped talking to me for a little bit. I did find out some information though. This is owned by Southwestern College. And I found out something about this hoodoo. It comes from their mascot, the Jinx, somehow or another. Now, I didn't understand all of it, but that's where the name hoodoo comes in at. So I found out some information. Really nice individual, really nice. He saw me out here filming and stopped talking to me for a little bit. I found out 2 things though. Just this morning, I found out how to do where I can turn the camera back on myself. And I found out how to pause this thing and start it back up again. And I looked those instructions up one side and down the other, and I could not find anywhere where it said how to do that. A lot of these functions are on the camera itself, and you just got to know how to do it. Well, I'm sorry, but you get a brand new camera, and you're not going to know how to do it. I mean, not right off the bat anyway, unless you've had one like it before. I've never had an HD vlogging camera before. So, it's different. It's fun though. Boy, I wound up quite a ways from where I parked. But see, that's just like there, you come up and start talking to me, so I paused it. And then I started it back up again after we were done talking. But I did not know this yesterday. I only found this out this morning. Like I said, by accident. just by playing with it, you know. Yep. Well, we're just about back to the parking lot. Now that went really, really good this morning. I made the loop, I got right back, and everything's fine. I'm walking back to the parking lot now. Well, sun went by in the cloud again. But you know, it's not bad to film on slightly cloudy days, because I've got a hood. This comes with a hood, and the hood somehow or another is supposed to be for that reason. If you've got like a flare, like the glare off the sun, that's what the hood's for. And the hood would also be good for if you wanted to peek in a window. It would be excellent for that, because you don't have to use your hand to block the lens to look into the window. You simply just press the hood against the window and you can get a perfect view. I haven't not used it yet, but I know I Googled it actually, because the instructions I got did not tell you what it was for. So I Googled it, and what I got out of it was it's good for for like sun flares, like when you're filming and you've got this big streak of sun in your, that blocks that, so you get a more clear picture. Now that was what I got out of it. But I've never I've seen hoods. You've got the box type hood, and then you've got more of the umbrella style hood. The umbrella style hood is really popular. I've seen it all the time. I've got the box style hood, which to me a hood's a hood. It shouldn't make any difference. But it came with a camera, just like this microphone came with a camera. But yeah, we're just about back to where we started. Well, I think the color's better. I think everything's better today. And like I said, the more I use it, I may find out something else, you know, just by messing with it, just by experimenting. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. It was really nice. It went really good today. And I can hardly wait to find something else to do a video on. I'm glad you joined me. Hope you have a nice day the rest of the day. And hope you have a nice week. And we will catch you on the next video. So, this is Rick, and bye for now.